bewitching Umu-Ada in one way or the other. If we remember when he had a meeting with the Umu-Ada on a conference at the time, one Lisa Kanu attacked our spokesperson, Mother Simon Ekpa, and she used it as an avenue to enter Umu-Ada to brainwash them, to let them know that she's with them until she was busted. Amazing, amazing. This is just to refresh our mind. I just decided to pick up this clip to, refresh our memory to see how these people have started, how their crooked architecture has been invoked, try to work underground in disguise. But before then, we got to play them some music now to remind them that they have finished. Thank you. So that is it now, viewers. Just to show you how treacherous this lady is. Then Chike Dozier, the Hitler of Mohammed Abbas in Kuwait and Conscious World, the powerless was selling electronics in Ghana, Etiga Hambawuru, Etiga Hambada. They are nowhere to be found anymore. So please, if it's your first time, subscribe, and again, leave a comment at the comment section. Tell us what you think about this another exposition we're gonna make again. Not really exposition, but how she has been, so crooked among the wheat. But thank God we have separated the wheat from the chaff. Hallelujah. All right, let's go.
I'm going to start I'm going to start by saying the only reason that I'm here, even referencing that lady, as Sister Joy called her Lassa fever. So that's what I call her.
Brethren, viewers, you want to talk about some ladies, these people who are crooked, if they want to bring confusion, they will call some people that you are so close to. Look at someone there called Fat Organa. This is when she was with Umu-Ada. All of them, Falosigo, Falabago, because na fa bụ ndị ori azụrụ azụ n'etiti anyị lefa ọ fa nọ wee jesia wee na-eketasị ife wee na-efid ndị fa na-efid na zoo mara DOS. All these people, birds of the same feather, they fly together. But she want to use the enemy of Simon Ekpa to enter Umu-Ada, to bewitch them and to get the attention and pretend, it's a wolf in a sheep clothing. Let's not forget that as well. The scripture said that where the children of Chukokikabia gather, there's always wolves in the sheep clothing. Let's go.
So the only reason I'm even here at all is because she opened her mouth to say Simon.
Abia.
She opened her mouth to say Simon. I don't care if she had said everything she wanted to say about me. She should realize she should have been safer if she was, throwing things, because I will ignore her. But for her to open her mouth and put Simon in it, that's why I'm waiting for her. There are questions. I'm going to wait for her response. For me, I always wait. I don't start a fight, but I always finish that battle.
Abia.
I'm going to finish it. There's no way I would have mentioned this lady because she amounts to nothing. I have looked this lady in and out. I have checked her up, down, in and out. She is nothing. She amounts to nothing. Zero. And I'm not kidding. She amounts to zero. I checked her and I'm like, why am I going to waste my time with her? People don't see what I see. She amounts to nothing. And even in what we are doing, in our freedom, she amounts to nothing too. She is inconsequential. She does not affect anything. Believe me, last night was when I watched that video. You can see the malice. You can see the hatred. You can see the envy. You can see somebody that was paid that wants to make a point.
Abia.
All of you need to go and watch that video. She was impressing the people that paid her. The kind of venom, how she was spitting it. There is no way, I have never heard that Simon doesn't know who she is. Simon doesn't know anything about this lady. Even when the brother, Imam Nezu, if you guys, when our leader used to make broadcast, barrister is the brother to this lady, Imam Nezu. After the betrayal of our leader, the brother betrayed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And then after he betrayed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, his life shattered, everything. People that held him to high esteem, everybody left him. He was abandoned. He actually died of depression. That is when this Lisa changed her name to Kanu. I don't know why she doesn't want to keep Mezu, man. The brother is Imam Mezu. Why? What is your own name? You're not married. Where is Kanu coming from? Because the politicians mess you around. And give you pennies. You felt you had to come and put Simon in your mouth. Believe me, I gave questions. I sent questions to you to answer. Since you have to bring our leaders' issue, there are questions, and I'm waiting for you to respond to that question. But I want to let you know, Lassa Fever, that you are inconsequential. You amount to zero. You amount to spiritually. You're not. You're not even somebody that I can start wasting my time. The only reason I'm here talking is because you put Simon in your mouth. And I'm waiting for you to put Simon in your mouth again. I'm waiting for you, Lassa Fever, to put Simon in your mouth again. It doesn't matter how much Jews are kind of, they're not going to let you.
Forget it. You see, Obo is a kind person, you know. You are just onyo hiji na do onyo here dondo. Because Obo attacking weben kumedi. Itaga hen. Go am weben kumedi kita. So you are just trying to build up architecture of confusion among us to see if you can penetrate very well and get the mind of the IPOB autopilot. But it is too late. And the scripture said that beware of false agitators who came to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are rebellious wolves. Nelly Ofoegbu, you are a rebellious wolf in sheep clothing. If you don't know, let's go.
Go. Because the money they gave you, you're going to work for that. What the caliphate do to them is what he's going to do. That's the same way he messed your brother up. When your brother died, what did Jews Kanu do for you and your family? Other than to sleep with you.
Abia.
What did Jews Kanu do for your brother? What did Jews Kanu do for the family of your brother? Jews Kanu is the one that led to his death. After he betrayed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, everybody left him. He got shattered emotionally. He became sick. He died. After your brother died, what did Jews Kanu do for your brother? Jews Kanu is now messing you up, messing the wife of our leader up. If anything happens to you, you think he's gonna look your direction. Lassa Fever, you amount to nothing. I'm seriously telling you, you amount to nothing. If Jews Kanu, how he treated your brother after his death, what do you think he's going to do to you? I am waiting for you to respond to the questions I gave. And if you don't respond to the question, I will come after you. The next time you open the next time you open your mouth and tie that nonsense you tied in your head and put Simon in your head, that is when you will realize that you touched me poked me where it's utmost. Put Simon in your mouth again. That is all I can say. And I'm telling you, I'm in this program. just to even put you on, to even address you at all, because you said Simon. If you didn't say Simon, it doesn't matter what you said about me, because you are nothing. You are nothing, and you don't affect what we are doing. You don't have any impact to what we're doing. You have nothing to contribute to our freedom. What happened to your brother will happen to you. So I wouldn't have made any reference. Put Simon. I'm still waiting. Believe me, I may check it here, Simon on again.
Boro ife niile na-asị nna nke nọ n'eluigwe ga-agasị eluigwe. Neni ịrụrụ arụ isi asị otu onye si eje ka ọgụdọ mmanụ kwute eje. Anyị afụgo ebe ị na-eri ala niile na-eri ebe ị na-eme ihe asụ na-ekwu nke na-ekwu nke ọzọ. Abụga ọnụ kwuru njọ ya ekwu mma. Unu ncha niile kịta ka eze ebe unu nọ na ọkwụ na asarụọla ịkpọrọ ọgọ nsi ma were kpakịgara mpara gị na ọbịachie onye nke awa na-eselite isi again because he's already in your palm. Ọmụ onye lara ala ka ọ bụ ọlago ọhụ ụmụ ejule because ọ nọ na mpara gị kịta iwu ike hapụlata ya aka nsi ma ala forever because the day nsi ma ga-esi na mpara gị pụta ịma na okwu agwụrụ ihe fọdụrụ gị ekwu ị ga-gbuo onwe gị.
That is when you will get the market you ordered for. That's all. Yeah. And therefore that fool, I'm just going to put her aside because she's inconsequential. She doesn't count for anything. She's empty. Spiritually, she's empty. Believe me. When I tell you guys this, believe me, I know what I'm telling you about. That is why she's inconsequential. Now let's talk about Bridget Okafor. Bridget Okafor is an agent of the caliphate. He's an agent woman. Bridget Okafor's primary, what they are using Lisa.
How did she know all these people that are agents of the caliphate? If I know you, he's not doing here, don't. Bụ Igbo na-ekwu gosi na ọ bụ onye buru ụzọ n'isi ahịrị bụ ya nyere ya. Nelly bụ ọta akị nwa ebe nkume dị. So he has eaten a sour grape now. Were mara ndị bụ ndị, were mara ndị bụ ndị ọtụ onye aka jụọ na ya ka ebe ọ nọ kịta. O nwetụkwara onye na-anụ olu ya ibu nsị ya wepụtazikwa na program nsi ma bụzikwa n'ọka. Because ọ ma na nke ya ekpe ogo ọ dị egwu ka anyị legara ihe ọ na-ekwu nwaanyị a
now to do to castigate Simon or try to talk mess about Simon. Bridget was what they wanted to use to make sure they drag Simon down. That was everything they were doing. Bridget will come manipulate Simon, do this. Evil woman. Simon is young enough to be her son, but her evil. All she wanted to do is carry out the agenda of the caliphate. And I was watching that. And I was telling Madam Oyiba, I said, just don't worry, everybody calm down. Just you will see how this is going to play out. And now look at how it played out. Because our God is in charge. Simon is the sin for the duty he's doing. Nobody, doesn't matter how much anybody tries, nobody can change anything. Nobody can stop what we're doing. We're going to keep doing what we're doing until our leader comes out.
Yes.
Now, here's what happened with Bruce Fenn. After I heard about Bruce Fenn, now I just went in, did a little bit look up. I researched Bruce Fenn a little bit, got a few information. I'm like, wow. So I called Bridget Okafor. I asked her, why are you hiring Bruce Fenn? We already have Alan White. So why Bruce Fenn? She said, oh, because he's this, he has done this, he has done that. I said, no, I have his track record. He has not done anything. So look at who he is. Look at what he's doing. Look at his associates.
Of course. The birds of the same feather, they fly together. As na wata nniye na mifa na-esi ogiri na ọmụ ijiji anya mpịa ngọọ na onwego unene ịma nta mara imoroko ịma Bruce Fenn ịma Madam Bridget Okafor ịma Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor ịma onye nke ịma ihe niile ma ndị na DOS Chike Edozie ha ịma Powerless and Mohammed Abbas of Kuwait. It must everybody. Yeah. How the spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, see where they could do and break a network is just like, you know, a miracle. It's the hand of Elohim. Then you are, in fact, Amamotus were gabos or well for this year video, we can play for all the people of Biafra. Kafafo, ABC Redo will learn your own architecture. Look at how you gang up your own architecture. You were carefully designing it and bringing everybody into confusion at the end. You know, you could accuse a refugee. You
know, I said this man doesn't suit what we are doing. DJ Okafor insisted it has to be Alan White and Bruce Payne. And yes, I now called her again. I said, look, Tony Nnadi is very close friends to Bruce Payne. Before then, I found out that Tony Nnadi, that Bridget Okafor was working with Tony Nnadi too.
Okay.
And then Max Dede, the one he calls Uncle Max, and the one he calls Bra Ben.
And even
their father Megwa. One time she gave me the number to call. I said, how do you get? If I call him, I'm gonna mess him up. You should not give me the number to call him because I'm gonna shred into pieces. I don't know why I need to call him. He said, please don't tell me to call him again. So all these people, I got information that we're all working together. And these are all enemies of Mazen Nandekan. So I called Bridget. I said, Bruce Fenn is an enemy of Mazen Nandekan. Bruce Fenn, look at, I gave her the statistics with what he's doing with Atiku, with what he's doing with the Nigerian government and everything. She said that Atiku, maybe he must work with Atiku, but this is different. What we're doing. I said, no. He's an associate to a one Nigerian. He's a man that wants to be a president of the nation. That is one. That should be a red flag. So why are you insisting on this man? Then I said, okay, look at Tony Nnadi. He's a very close associate of Tony Nnadi. And Tony Nnadi is a sworn enemy of Mazen Nandekan. And a sworn enemy to the restoration of...
She knows everybody. Both to people who I talk with Onye Mazen Nandekalo and those that are not with Onye Mazen Nandekalo. She knows all of them. All of them. You know, this woman, you know, she's unbelievable. You know, her network is very, 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 very wide. Okay, let me bring somebody. She was mentioned called Tony Nnadi, who was speaking against Professor Akintoye for liaising and talking with the AutoPilot and the spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa.
But look at what Professor Akintoye, for instance, who we presented to the world as our chairman. He is now going to have joint press conference with these criminals that have turned Eastern Nigeria into blood festival. Simon Ekpa. Akintoye is holding joint press conference with people who are destroying what we are doing to try to save our people. From what he's doing, there may be people inside Nigeria who will listen and think that something is going on and then march out in Ibadan Akure. What you see going on in Eastern Nigeria will happen here. And it will be entirely the fault of those who call them out from overseas.
Bye.
Of heaven and earth. I said there is no way Tony Nnadi will be associating with Bruce Fenn, and Bruce Fenn will be of benefit to Mazen Nandekan or to anything that we are doing. Bridget Okafor insisted. That is when I got curious and decided to figure out what was going on. And that is when I got all the information that she's working for the caliphate. Bridget Okafor is working for the caliphate.
Oh, yeah.
And then she did it in such a way that it's so confusing for everybody. She was because their agenda was to make sure that Alan White doesn't get into the picture. Because Alan White is the lawyer that Mazen Nandekan himself hired. Alan White is the lawyer Mazen Nandekan hired. Mazen Nandekan in DSL, before they stop giving us any messages from him, ask Ifeanyi Ejiofor.
No, we have to expose this woman, you know, her architecture. We have to make sure, who is it, Ajibo Sunday, sorry. You know, we just to refresh our mind so that those who are trying to be stiff-necked not to liaise or have anything to do with AutoPilot, we will now repent. We are just playing this for the people who are not yet repented, so that they will repent and know the truth. You understand me? Because our people say, "Ana atụpụ nkịta akọrọ na ahụ, a na-ezi ya n'anya, ọ pụchara na mbụ ka a na-atụ ya." So many of us were in support of this woman. We never know that it's a wolf in a sheep clothing. We never know that it's an enemy in disguise. Just like the way Ifeanyi Ejima Afo was the eye of Nigerian government when he was with Simon Ekpa, or when our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu hired him to come and do the needful, and he was there being the eye of Nigerian government. He was there being the eye of Dev Umahi. He was there being the eye of Ohaneze Ndigbo. He was there being the eye of DSS. Let's listen.
Was the eye
of
Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi.
Are you hearing it, Ajibo Sunday? So this is what we are bringing. It's a typical gospel. It's good when we bring this one, we bring this one, we bring this one. Are you hearing me? So it's not that we are making somebody here to be relevant or to be active in what we are doing, but we want to push them completely to the gutter, so that they will not have say again. All this is what we are doing, is just to carry on the gospel. Our spokesperson, the dragon, Mazi Simon Ekpa, because once he was blind, now he can see. But it's by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, who gave him the intellectual, the wisdom to debug and they bust this woman, bust Ejiofor, bust Tony Nadi, boss DOS, boss the criminal China Sanworu, boss Chike Dozie, boss Nelly Ofoegbu, who is answering doctor on the internet. We don't know the kind of doctor she is, whether it's a doctor of herb or doctor of native doctor or something. She knows what she is. So, but let's move on and hear what she's saying. Thank you for your contribution.
What is Alan White doing now? What is the progress? What progress has he made? If Ejiofor came and asked us, this is what our leader is asking. What progress has Alan White made? What is Alan White doing? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu specifically asked what Alan White was doing, what progress he has made, what are his suggestions, what is he coming, trying to figure out what he was doing.
Wow.
After our leader asked that question, that was the last time anybody communicated to us about what our leader said about Alan White. And that's when I told Madam Oyibo, now you can see the full agenda of Bruce Fenn. The Bruce Fenn. So what they did to make sure that our leader doesn't ask any questions about Alan White was to now start presenting Bruce Fenn, doing all this drama. Bridget was the witch that was doing all the confusion, manipulating everybody, talking about fundraising, talking about Bruce Fenn.
Look at. That Bridget is the one manipulating everything. What about you? What are you manipulating? Because you know that our spokesperson, the dragon, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is the key to this dragon since our Onyendu has been captured and kidnapped and as an ordinary rendition. Even the zoo government said it, that the problem they will have is that guy in Finland. So you manage to get in touch with our dragon, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and you started from there and designing your network to the extent, it comes to the level when our spokesperson said unknowingly, you know, without knowing when he said it. I perceive he said that he is Nelly and Nelly is he. He said it, but all of a sudden, as God may have it, God visited him and spoke wisdom into him and tell him to distance himself from you. That's when you run mad, you know. You start struggling to get hold of everybody that is in touch of Master Simon Ekpa. You know, unfortunately, you manage to grab Nsima and put, you know, in your private part and lock in there. You cannot come out again. Viewers, let's go, please, let's go.
Bridget Okafor was telling us that we need to fire Allen White because Allen White was not doing anything. Bridget concocted with Olive Obi and the Jassy and all of them. What is Allen White doing? We want to know what is Allen. We want to get paperwork. We want to see what he's doing. I asked them, did you hire Allen White? Allen White was hired by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Do you have a contract with him? Allen White is answering to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Why are you guys acting like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is dead? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is alive. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the one that hired Bruce Fenn. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has a representative, a rep that represents him and connects if he had any question. There's somebody that connects with Allen White to communicate with him. Allen White was doing everything possible to make sure the case in Nigeria was going to send people. Allen White made so many attempts to send people to that zoological republic. Bridget frustrated every effort. Bridget ganged up and was now telling everybody that Allen White needed to be fired. Why? Because the zoo has approached Allen White so many times and he refused to sell his soul to the devil. That is the only thing that is wrong. And that is why they didn't want him anywhere close to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And who did they use? The witch called Bridget Okafor.
No what?
After that, they now sent her to Simon to start manipulating Simon, to start making changes. Yeah, they were thinking they can use Simon to now fire Allen White. Bridget knew everything she was doing, but I know that the day of exposure will come. Because Chukwu Abiyama said, I will expose, remove, and destroy them. No, Bridget Okafor, the caliphate was so much on her that she was even looking for the code of the ICC filing. They wanted the code so that they can go in and remove it, just like Nnen Nayanya has been doing. Every case that our leader has filed, Nnen Nayanya and Uche made sure to go back because they had the secret information, the secret code. So they will go in and remove everything. So when Allen White filed, Allen White is the only person that has filed any case with ICC. When the time comes, you guys will see. Okay. Now, the caliphate was on Bridget Okafor to get that code so that ICC filing will be removed. They were panicking. And I also told them that China Samworu qualifies as a war criminal. And there are other people that qualified as a war criminal. They were all panicking. They were on the neck of Bridget Okafor. And all they were doing is they try so hard to see if they can make Simon tell us to give the code. Manipulate this person. I said, why do you need the code, you criminal witch? Why do you need the code? You will never get the code.
See teacher here, see what they teach. You know the code, you know every structure, you know everything, you know what everybody is doing, you know what everybody is into, you know what everybody is involved in. You just teaching and bewitching and trying to manipulate everybody's brain. Can you imagine? You know, I think I have a scripture here that said in Matthew 7, verse 15, he said, watch out the false teachers. They come to you dressed as if they were sheep. On the other side, they are hungry wolves. Shy. This is New Life Version translation. That is I will just put it down. Let's go.
The code was for them so that Bruce Fenn can go and remove the file. So that now, case Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will never be anywhere, not even in ICC, not anywhere international. That is what they were using Bridget to do. And that is the whole agenda of Bruce Fenn and Anthony Nnadi.
Hey.
Bruce Fenn and Tony Nadi will meet almost like every 2 or 3 days.
Let's hear Tony Nadi.
But look at what Professor Kitoye, for instance, who we presented to the world as our chairman. He is now going to have joint press conference with these criminals that have turned Eastern Nigeria into blood festival. Simon Ekpa, Kitoye is holding joint press conference with people who are destroying what we are doing to try to save our people.
Abia.
From what he's doing, there may be people inside Nigeria who will listen and think that something is going on and then march out in Ibadan Akure. What you see going on in Eastern Nigeria will happen here. And it will be entirely the fault of those who call them out from overseas.
Come on there.
I'm trying to manipulate to make sure. And I told Bridget, I told some of you women, I know I spoke to Honorable Azoka. I said, this is what Bruce Fenn stands for. This is the purpose of bringing Bruce Fenn. I said, Bruce Fenn will never go into court because they want to use him to be doing ping pong to our head. They want to use him to make sure that Alan White doesn't come into the picture. They desperately wanted to get rid of Alan White completely. I said the agenda of Bruce Fenn is to use it as a front to our people so that our people wouldn't start asking questions. Because if they didn't present Bruce Fenn, our people would start asking questions. From there, they will know that Alan White is existing. Then they will try to start asking what Alan White is doing. And the zoo doesn't want Alan White because Alan White refused to be bought over. And that's why they hated him and they don't want him around. And that's why they were using Bruce Fenn and Bridget Okafor to cover our eyes to make sure that Alan White doesn't get anywhere close to our leader's case. Our leader knows who Bruce Fenn is. Even before I've already told him about Bruce Fenn. Because one time a conversation came up. I said, look at. He said he knows. Nelly Kanu knows Bruce Fenn, knows who he's working with. That is the same person they are making it now. Oh, let me tell you, one day we were organizing ESM fundraising. Madam Bridget was so bitter about the ESM fundraising. She opened her mouth and said that we need to move the ESM fundraising because she needed to do Bruce Fenn fundraising. Then I called somebody, I said, now I told you they are fighting ESN. Because Bridget's agenda is to fight ESN. That is why she declined her emissary position. Emissary position involved raising. She cannot raise funds because the caliphate want ESN to be destroyed. And she's using Bruce Fenn fundraising to make sure that people do not donate to ESN. Because if somebody has like $1,000 to donate and they donate it to Bruce Fenn, they wouldn't have any to give to ESN. Or if they wanted to give ESN 1,000 and she's doing Bruce Fenn, they will now divide it into give Bruce Fenn half, give ESN half. She even made it to the point that people trusted Bruce Fenn so much that people were ready to donate for Bruce Fenn. They were thinking, you know what, ESN, we've been doing this ESN thing. Let's just do this Bruce Fenn. That is how much people believed in the agenda of Bruce Fenn. And I was telling them, Bruce Fenn is working for the caliphate. Bridget Okafor is working for the caliphate. Bridget Okafor is a high witch working for the caliphate. Nobody wanted to believe me. I know that God will take care of this. At a point, I even called Honorable. I said, Honorable, I know I sound crazy when I say these things.
We believe you, Dr. Nelly. We believe you.
My dear, thank you. I said, please, I need you to understand who Bruce Fenn is. It's so hard. it's just going to be so hard for people to understand.
I think I heard the voice of this lady called Fred Onaga. These are their gangs. These are one of their gangs. If you look at the screen here, you can see her very close here. She's there. Let me bring. If you start from right, she is the second one. Fred Onaga. She is there, and she's the one that say, "Yes, Fred, Nelly, we believe you." These are her own counterparts that are helping her to spoil everything we are doing. So the nemesis have caught them and are nowhere to be found.
I said, look at this is the man. There is no way he can turn around and become this thing else. I said, look at the arch enemy of Nelly Kanu. is now the friend to Tony Nnadi. And he's the one that recruited Tony Nnadi. He's the one that used Bridget Okafor to recruit Tony Nnadi. And every effort, because initially I thought Bridget was ignorant. So I made point to explain. Bridget, Father Megwa, Max Dede, the other one that called him Ben does something. They are all in cahoots with Tony Nnadi and the Caliphate. And they hired Bruce Penn. And our people they will work. Some of us are working overnight. Some people are doing minimum wage job. They will contribute money. And Bridget had the conscience to be giving it to Bruce Penn, whose agenda is zero. Bridget's agenda is to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not get justice. And now she's making our people hard-earned money, giving it to her to frustrate everything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People were contributing money to help Bridget Okafor make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not get justice. And you think you think she's going to survive this? I did everything. I said, what conscience? How can you be doing this? If you want to hire a lawyer, pay the lawyer, pay Bruce Penn. Let Bruce Penn do your biddings. Let them do whatever. But stealing from our people, stealing from ESN. I said, anyway, I'm going to see how this is going to end. What witch called Bridget doesn't know that I also, was Sophia here, said, I told him I was inherited. I told him there's another lawyer that God is going to send to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That lawyer will be from Igbodo. So we are talking. So Sophia called me, said, I heard what you said the other day. There is a lawyer. There is a lawyer, this and that. We had the conversation. I said, okay, I jumped on it. This witch called Bridget Okafor didn't know that.
Nelly witch. How can a kettle call a pot black? Oh, my lawyer get with that. Oh, my lawyer. How did she know? That's the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hired the treasurer's crooked erudite Ifeanyi Ejiofor. It was the eye of IPOB. It was the eye of Umahi.
IPOB. Was Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye.
6 million of my own hard-earned money. I brought it for that lawyer. I told you, Sophia, we're going to get that woman. She's from Igbodo. But Kanu, they frustrated this woman, told her not to come to court. She was in Benin City. She was in Benin City telling us she's in Abuja. She didn't know that it was Sophia. We already sent somebody in Abuja to watch what is going to happen. She didn't come to court at all. She didn't go to Abuja at all. And Hussein was somewhere drinking Pamin, the one that yeah. But then, from my own sweat, I called Madam Oyibo. I said, this is what this woman is asking for. As soon as she heard it, she said, okay, we'll do it. Sophia is here to tell the rest of the story. They made sure that this woman didn't come. We never asked anybody to pay. I never called the people of Idu. I said, come and contribute. There is a lawyer. From my own sweat. Bridget Okafor, if you wanted to hire Bruce Penn, why can't you hire Bruce Penn with your pocket? Why were you spending ESN money? I want our people to understand that her agenda is to destroy ESN by fire, by force. That is why they were not only using Bruce Penn as a cover to make sure that Allen Wise doesn't show in the picture. They were also using Bruce Penn to steal money from ESN to make sure that ESN is crushed. Because without money, ESN will not function. Now the zoo is going crazy. They are calling people's phone. They are now checking every bank account to see how ESN is getting their money. Nobody can stop ESN. Bridget is so evil that she has no conscience. I said, Bridget, if you want to use Bruce Penn to manipulate our people, why don't you use your own money? Because I know what I'm doing behind. Even when they didn't let the lady go in, this Umu-Sophia got another lawyer. Even the first installment, Umu-Sophia was the one that paid the first installment. And the woman, they kidnapped this man. They almost killed him. They kidnapped him in Benin City. God is the one that saved him. He was battered. They didn't kill him. If the initial money that he needed, Umu-Sophia is the one that sent it to him. And then I spoke to him. We agreed on a price. Before he could come from Abuja, they followed him from Abuja and kidnapped him and almost killed him. He was lucky to escape. Umu-Sophia didn't tell people to start raising funds. Everything we are doing, the lawyers, two attorneys, nobody knew about it. From our own hand-earned money, our own pocket. And Bridget had the conscience. Not only is she using Bruce Fenn to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not get justice, she's now stealing money from our people, putting it in the pocket of Bruce Fenn. I told them Bruce Fenn is a millionaire. Bruce Fenn is managing billion-dollar estates for people. You know how much, even if he's getting only 1% or 2% of that income, you know how much it is. He's a millionaire. He's just working for the caliphate.
Oh, here, this woman now for. Oh, man, tamu. Oche bayamadi moya bayamata onyahu na-eri mata otu onyahu si ekome.
It's almost like a secret service for them. And Bridget Okafor knew all these things. After he felt like things are not moving, then he jumped up on Simon. Every day he will call Simon, tell him this, tell him that. Everything is about to make sure that Bruce Fenn is removed. But she doesn't know that Chukwu Okike Abiyama is the one in charge. After a while, some people that know what she's doing. There are a few people that know what she was doing. I said, don't worry. Jehovah Chukwu Okike Abiyama will expose, remove, and destroy her. So at this point, I don't even want to bring her issue up anymore because God has exposed her. It got to the point that it's no longer Mkulu talking. Now they can see. They can see that my Mkulu is the original Mkulu. Everything I've told them about this Bridget, now she's doing. Can you imagine now a lawyer raising funds? Let me tell you what is going on. The zoo, Fulani people don't mess around. They don't joke around. Because like all this our land you see fighting, is because our governors and PGs and Igwe sold it to them. They gave money. There's an exchange of money. They are not jumping into our bushes. Our people sold the land to them, took money on the behalf of the land on our behalf. That is the only reason they feel the right to be in our land because they already paid for it. And when you don't deliver, Fulani will show you pepper. They will show you pepper. So now this is what is going on with Bruce Fenn. Bruce Fenn didn't deliver. Everything that he was supposed to do was being exposed. I started screaming after I couldn't take it anymore. I started screaming and following all of them up and down. Now in the caliphate, the zoo realized that the cover has been busted. And zoo will not let you go through. They will to the maximum. That is why they are now made him a fundraiser. Instead of a lawyer now he's a fundraiser. He's now raising funds for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he has never been in court. But he's busy there. They are busy giving permit to him, bringing underage girls to him. That is what Mr. Bridget paying him to do in the zoo. So, you know what? More is going to come out. More is going to come out. So I will like stop. I will stop here. Sorry if I took too long. Yeah.
Okuchala, that is hard. You know, all boys all over ya. Boys all over email where mara ndị bụ ndị ka anyị go.
Of your children because you created
So my people, that is it. All the single, all abago. We just want to say bye. In the single, Autopilot, we move. Thank you, viewers, for watching. I'm sure that some people will be angry. Why am I showing it as one of our brother Ajibosode have said? But in all these things, there are people it will favor, there are people that will get angry due to the things the woman has caused the movement. But then, what can we say? Can we say that we will just shy away from the truth? This is the truth here. She betrayed the struggle and she tried to use her position to help the zoo government to whatever the autopilot is doing. And in the name of our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Everything, you can hear what she's saying here, very unfortunate. Thank you, viewers, for watching. I will bring you up again, the new clips, and I will meet you there. Please, if you have comments on this clip that I showed today about Nelly Ofoegbu, drop a comment at the comment section. Let's know your mind, and we will get back to you as soon as possible, because every unbeliever of IPOB Autopilot must repent after listening to the crooked woman's doctrine she's saying here. All of them against Simon Ekpa. What? Ụdị ekegbuo ọ gịnị enwerere kebukebu ịtago o nwere be mmiri si ebe a na-epi ụgbọgụrụ onwe onye na-ewepụta mbụrụ ka ọ maa to mango without fruit, ọfụ mango there before were mbụ sị ka ya maa na mango. So o nwere fafụ na ebe Maazị Simon Ekpa nọ wee chọọ ka fa were mbụ wee mapụ ya, ndewonu. I got wasn't a story no worries. See you. May God and Chukwu bless you people. All help Biafra. All help Biafra. God bless Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. God bless ESN, IPOB, and our spokesperson, Mazen Simon Ekpa. I will see you again. Thank you. Bye.